People who gained weight unexpectedly. What happened? I met my husband in college, and it was love at first sight. We connected so well that he actually proposed to me just 12 months into our relationship, and I said yes. Everyone told me I was rushing into things and we'd most likely divorce, but even after marriage, our bedroom life and social life both remained as active as ever. Unfortunately, the first bump in our marriage would also be our biggest. Soon after my graduation, I came out as pregnant and surprised everyone because we had promised to not try for a baby. But regardless, I was excited to jump into motherhood, and my husband supported me wholeheartedly. Little did I know, my life was about to turn into hell. I gained a lot of weight during pregnancy, thinking that I could lose it all after childbirth, and I was wrong. Months after giving birth to my son, my body was still swollen and 50 pounds heavier than before. I felt like a prisoner in a shell because my self-esteem had taken a massive hit. My husband tried to get me to cheer up by inviting me on dates and initiating intimacy, but I was just so insecure that I refused to dress up and go out, or even let him touch my body. As a result, our intimate life evolved into nothingness. My hair also started thinning out, which made everything worse, and now I was even afraid to look in the mirror. My hormones caused my high school acne to come back, which was just added cherry on top. I canceled my regular waxing appointments, had my hair in a dirty bun at all times, and wore my baggy clothes everywhere. I was ashamed of my appearance and tried to hide in plain sight, and it didn't take long for my husband to begin to notice that I was declining. After I hadn't washed my hair in 2 weeks, he sat me down and told me how concerned he was about me. He said all he wanted was for me to feel healthy and feel like myself again. He tried cooking me healthy meals as well as buying me new clothes, but it was no use. I still didn't feel good enough to put myself together. Meanwhile, my husband's help with the baby took a huge load off my plate, but we still had no physical relationship since I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. I started avoiding kisses with him, and we just kept drifting apart. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't recognize myself. Just the sight of my naked body could make me burst out in tears. Any closeness my husband and I had was fading by the day, and we walked around the house like strangers, drowning in our own stress, alone. A couple months after giving birth, I was venting to my friend about my marriage and body issues, explaining how lost and undesirable I was feeling. To my surprise, she revealed that she went through something similar when she had her youngest. I asked her if she ever found some sort of solution. She calmed all my worries and settled my confusion by recommending Obvi Collagen Fat Burner. She started explaining to me how she tried everything to lose her baby weight, but as soon as she started taking the capsules regularly, it fell right off. When I looked it up to buy some of it, it seemed super promising and popular, and I ordered some for myself. I remember feeling hopeless when I hit checkout because if this didn't work, I knew my marriage was as good as dead. I was still my usual depressed self, but somehow my saggy post-pregnancy belly started shrinking. Somehow, I dropped 3 pounds in 1 week, and as my body adjusted to the capsules, I dropped 5 pounds the following week. 3 months in, I realized I had shed a whopping 30 pounds. I continued to take the Collagen Fat Burner and was shocked when I started feeling a sudden difference in my hair as well as my nails. I started getting my natural nails done weekly, and it slowly helped me get back into all my other abandoned beauty routines. I couldn't believe the difference the Obvi Collagen Fat Burner was making. Even with zero makeup, I felt confident since my skin was clearing up and I could pull off new voluminous hairstyles. All these small changes in my looks added up. When we laid down for the night, my husband would run his hand through my hair and tell me how soft it was, and how happy he was that I was taking care of myself again. He told me how much he had missed seeing me smile. After committing to using the Collagen Fat Burner regularly, the rest of my fitness routine came naturally. I began going along with my husband at the gym, and it became an amazing shared hobby for us. My husband asked what my secret was and eventually started taking the capsules as well. Working out and cooking healthy meals together bonded us in a whole new way. It felt like discovering a new love language. We were both slimming down and doing our skincare routines side by side every night. I was finally feeling like my old self again. Better, in fact. My husband became increasingly affectionate with me, and as I repaired my self-esteem, we repaired our intimacy life. We had been married for almost 10 years. But now we were connecting in a whole new way. My husband had dropped his dad bod belly, and we could barely keep our hands off each other. We were suddenly staying up all night together just to make love and talk about nothing. After combining the Obvi Collagen Fat Burner with a new gym routine, by the time my son was 2, I was in the best shape of my life. I ran almost every single day, and my skin cleared up significantly. My hair grew so much that it fell past my waist and gave me a huge confidence boost. Living through such a difficult body-altering pregnancy made me lose so much hope. Yet, with this new change, I feel at peace knowing I never have to worry about that ever again. Here's pictures I took of the before and after of my weight loss.